This is going to be a short video today. We're just getting ready to go camping. I've had a pretty weird month, the month of May and part of June. I have to admit it hasn't been a good month for me. And I had to have a CT scan yesterday, which I will tell you about when I get the results. Hi, I'm Denise. Welcome to Travels in My Chair. Short video, because I don't have a lot of energy today and I have a lot to do to get ready to go camping. So if you don't mind, and then I'll fill you in on the CT scan. Probably it'll be another week or so before I get the results back. Anyway, things are happening and it's not all good, but you know, it always could be worse for sure. It's a little bit overcast outside, not really a happy day to be playing around in the garden. So stuck in the house, chilly. And I think I should just sort of explain to you what's been going on in my little world in the last few weeks. So as you know, we had company in May. My cousins came from England. My friend Lisa came from Ontario. We're very busy. But I also was having kind of a lot of pains going on in my lower spine and my left hip area. Even though it had been radiated, it was okay for a while and then it started coming back. And then just recently, the right hip started acting up. Now, at first I didn't think too much about it. I mean, that was the hip that gave me the problems in 2021. That's how I knew that the cancer had gone from being breast cancer, metastasizing to the right pelvic area. And I ended up having radiation there. So, I mean, you know what? It's done really well, hasn't it? It's just that it's back. And I'm not really happy about it. And also the lymph node under my right arm is, I know, growing. Talked to the pain management doctor, and I think she sensed something in my voice. And I have to say I was down because I don't do good with pain, and I don't do good with a lot of drugs that's going to knock me out either. So I'm kind of right now, you know. And I've got a busy summer ahead. Lots of stuff going on. I need my energy. Pain management doctor, trying to get a handle on my drugs. We talk about it. I say to her, I don't know what's going on with my body, but I have no energy. I'm always tired. It almost feels like my body's trying to shut down. And that's how I felt that day. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that, because 2 days later I had a phone call from my oncologist. Yep. She, of course, wants me to go on chemo. And I said to her, tell me truthfully, what will chemo do for me? Well, it'll give you an extra 2 or 3 months. And I said, got off the phone, I said to my husband, do I look like I'm going to be dead in 2 or 3 months? Like, come on, guys. Sorry, this is not the face of a dying person right now. The other thing would be to go on chemo that would target the tumors and perhaps might shrink them. That's a gamble. So the gamble is, do you want the side effects, of which I had many worse ones last year, and do the chemo, or do you just want to say, whatever, see what happens? So that's where I'm sitting right now, guys. Open to suggestions, as always, you know, because I value your opinions. But right now, my personal feeling is I don't want to do chemo. I've had the CT scan yesterday, and I also started developing about 3 weeks ago a cough. And I went to my own doctor and he said, chest sounds clear, everything's clear. But I also then developed a sore throat, but at the side of the throat, not where you'd feel like if you were getting a cold or something. So when the oncologist phoned last week, I said, I think I'd like, if it's okay with you, I'd like to have my neck done with the CT scan with contrasting dye, as well as the midsection of the hips and the back and everything. So that's what they did yesterday. That was a different experience, but it was okay. Like I say, the oncologist phoned me immediately, and we had a discussion. I sensed with her disappointment when I said I wasn't ready to do chemo. I sensed that for her, this was sort of the last carrot she could offer me. And if I wasn't going to take it, then what, you know? And that's okay too, guys. Seriously, I'm not a chemo fan. I'm going to try to insert a poem that my 6-year-old grandson won an award for. I think over 100 kids on the coast, and they picked his. They're putting it in a book, and he had to memorize it and read it in front of a big group of people, which I unfortunately couldn't attend. But I got him, coerced him, to read it for me on camera. So if I can figure out how to blur out his face, I'll play the video. Otherwise, I don't know. Just know that it was really touching and lovely.
My name is Elijah, and this is my poem I love. I love the ABCs because they make my favorite words. I love Lego because I can build a delivery truck. I love my house because my cat lays on my bed and sleeps with me. I love myself because I can color awesome pictures. Thank you.
My granddaughter Star is 12, and she's showing a remarkable interest in painting. So one day when she came over, I asked her if I could commission her to do a painting for my bathroom art wall, which I change out every season because I don't have a lot of walls in this house that I can use, so that's my bathroom art wall. So she said yes, she would, and she found a photo that she liked and proceeded to paint it. And she's done a really good job. I'm very proud of her. She shows a remarkable talent. I told her that the commission would be, I would pay her $50 for her painting. Oh, no, Grandma, no. $10 is enough. No. I said, no. I said 50, and I mean 50. I want to encourage you. Her painting is hanging up in the bathroom, and you can enjoy it too. So radiation, we're going to leave it to depending what happens after the results of the CT scan. We'll decide what to do. My legs are getting weaker. I'm really having trouble getting them to hold me up, so that's a bit of a concern. I know that my body is trying to slowly shut down, but not like rapidly, just little things. Not eating as much as I should, really tired a lot, stuff like that, okay? And you know what, guys? It's cancer. It's not going to get better. I'm only hoping that as it gets worse slowly so that I can deal with it in a moderate way. That's what I want, anyway. And I had to go to a funeral on the weekend. Lovely Father's Day. Alan, he just goes all out. And now we're just getting ready, like I say, to go camping. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to adjust to pills, trying to adjust the pain. We'll see what the oncologist says, I mean, if she can really tell me, and of course, no, that's not fair. She can't tell me reasons why I should go on chemo, reasons why I shouldn't. She's sort of leaving it up to me anyway. I don't know. Guys, it's a drag. It really is a drag, this cancer crap. Oh my God, I got so much to do, too little time. Boy, does that sound depressing? No, I hope not, because, I don't want to be depressing. I mean, I have a very firm idea of what's going on with me. I know that it's going to get me in the end. And I also know that I want to live until I die. That's the whole point. I don't want to be in a vegetative state, sad and lonely. I want to enjoy my family, enjoy my friends as long as I can. And then when I can't, then decisions will be made. Does that sound fair enough? I mean, to me it does. I don't want it to be a strain any more than possible on my poor husband, who does everything for me. But I can sort of see the worry in my friend's face when they look at me. I haven't seen that before, so that's a bit of a, whatever. Thanks for joining me. It's short and sweet. And I'll let you know what happens with the CT scan. Cross your fingers, say your prayers, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.